Hello everybody, Cody here, Boss Poses. Today I want to show you guys a new add-on that I made for Blender for doing AutoCAD. This is really cool, especially if you're doing architecture or you want to do really complex moving parts really quickly. This is going to be the add-on for you. I've been working on this for quite a while and have been posting some videos, so I am finally ready to share the release video for it. So I'm just going to run through the basic intro for the front panel right here. So once you install the add-on, you're just going to press N on your keyboard. If you're in a later version of Blender, it's going to be an extension. So just install it as an extension, press N on your keyboard, and then you'll see it over at the sidebar as Alchemy360. The top button will just take you to Superhive in case you want to check for updates on the add-on. All updates are free, so if you get it, you can just download the newer version once it's updated, and then you get that, so you don't ever have to pay for newer versions of it. Top-down views does exactly what it says, goes into top-down view, start drawing so you can draw your shape. You got your grid, so when you're adding your measurement lines, you can change your grid in your snap. You can also change your units. You can check your previous measurements and segments. You can go down to your extrude to 3D section so you can cap your top and bottom in case you just want walls. You can have just a bottom, you can have just a roof on it, you can have it hollow if you want, and you can hollow it after you make the shape as well, so you don't necessarily need to do it prior, but you do have the option available to you, and you also have the height of the wall and thickness as well. So the other options will show up once we create a shape, and then we'll run through those as well. So to get started, the first thing we're going to do is go into top-down view, and we're going to click the Start Drawing button, and we're just going to go ahead and start drawing a little basic shape for now. We'll do something really simple. Something like that, maybe. Go up and around, and then if you wanted to add curves to something like this, you do this in the process after you draw your main lines. You're going to go over to the side and hit this Refine Curves button right here, the Edit Curves, and then we're just going to click to drag whatever you want. You drag it in whatever direction, and it will show you the measurement of your radius as well. So we want this to have like a nice little incline here. And then the next thing we're going to do is probably do a nice little scoop underneath here. Why not? And then say if you're happy with your shape, you can close it off by pressing right click on your mouse. And then you can just click extrude shape down in the bottom. And then you'll have your shape right here. So if you have your scale selected, or if you select it now, your default scale button over on the left hand side of your screen, and if you scale it up and down, it won't position based on both, like on the middle origin. It'll do it based off of where you did your drawing, so it'll always just rise instead of just getting thicker on both sides, which is really handy. I'm just going to turn on cavity so you can see the shape just a little bit better, and then I'm going to run you through the cut feature. Okay, so we got our shape done, and say if we wanted to cut a box out of this face, we can do that as well. We're going to come all the way down past hollow shape, so I can just show you what that does for now. If you press hollow shape, you got your hollow shape. That's just because we have our walls set to really thick, so we'll just bring those down, go to hollow shape, and you just got that. You can add your bottom on here, but I recommend you just do all that before. But for now, we just want to have a solid object. Right below that, you're going to see a snap in grid. This is for drawing on faces. It does work on a raycast, so if you're on a curved surface, you don't have to add 100 points to get a curve. It'll just automatically snap the cut line right across the surface. So what we're going to do is go to Pick Faces and Draw Cut. We're going to click on this face right here, the orange preview dot. We're going to click again with our left mouse button, and then we're just going to move our mouse over. Click, click, and just keep clicking until you get your shape. You can even do things if you want like that. And then you're going to see this box right here. This is your cut box visual. This is for your depth. Down over below where your cut feature is, where the subtract button is, you're going to see a depth. So we're just going to increase this until it goes all the way through the model. And once you're happy with that going all the way through, we can just hit the subtract button and it will subtract that from your model. And as you see, now we have a cut face out of there. And you can do some really complex things as well. So we can even go down to the circle cut, which is right below the face cut. So that's for doing like point measurements when you're doing cutting. Circle cut will just show you the radius and diameter, and it'll just add the circle right where you did the point. So you just click and you just move your mouse and you can make it as big as you want. And it also works off of that snap as well. So you don't have to have it so sensitive like I do right now. And once you let go, you'll have your cut visualizer, and you just hit subtract, and then you got the shape removed from your object. So the next thing we can actually do is go down to where these live modifiers are, and we can add bevel to these if we wanted to. I don't need any bevel on it, but in case you do, you can do that to get some nice clean edges. And once you're done with your shape and you don't want your measurements anymore, just scroll back up to the top. We're going to clear all, and then you have your final shape, and it's all cut out. Now that would take you a really long time to do, just basic modeling this inside of regular tools. So this add-on makes doing this a lot faster. So we can delete that. We can go back to top-down view, start drawing once again. You can even add some spikes into it. Say you want to make like a hammer, you know, you could do cosplay items with like accurate measurements. You could do quite a lot. Do something like that. Draw a little measurement, and we can get some cool curves in here. So again, click the curve button. You can even make round shapes, something like that. And even a curve here. Maybe even add one here. Make that go inside actually. And then once you're done, just right click. And that's what a closed shape is going to look like. And right here I can show you the cap top and cap bottom. So what we're going to do is just cap the bottom and leave the top off. We're going to extrude shape. It's going to look like it did before, and that's just because we're looking at it straight down. Just tilt your view and you'll notice that you just have walls. And then you have a ground. Like I'm saying, you could develop schematics for blueprints for doing houses and stuff like that. So this makes that a faster process as well. And could do some cool animation backgrounds as well with it. So just to go back, we're just going to reverse, and then we're just going to extrude the shape. Whoops. We're going to put the cap top on. We're going to extrude our shape, and then we get our next crazy shape. Now, we're going to look at the raycast cut. I am still working on this, but just before the add-on gets uploaded to Superhive, I am going to patch that up. We're going to see if this works based off my latest edition. So we're going to try this on the curved surface. Our orange preview out, we're going to click again. We're going to go over. And as you see, this curved automatically with the cut, and that's based off of the raycast that I added into it as well. And we can subtract, but sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. I am still working on it, but for the sake, we could probably do it on this slanted surface right here, or even a circle. Add that right through. Subtract. We even got a little pinhole right there in case you want to do screw holes and stuff like that. You could do that as well. And then you could go up into here. You could do some pretty cool architecture and stuff like that. So I thought this add-on was a blast to use. So I was quite happy once I got it to a state where I could do things with it. So say if we wanted to cut a crazy shape out of this, and cut something like an hourglass. And as you see, our cut shape is in the shape of the hourglass, and it's straight on through. And you don't have to have it straight through. You can even leave a light impression. I will add a visualizer so you can see like a ghosted version through the model, like an opaque version, so that way you can actually kind of see it. And then we're going to subtract it. And as you see, that didn't go all the way through, but left quite a deep impression. But, you know, it's there. That's what counts, right? So all that's there. We can even hollow the shape from here, but it might mess things up because we added some cuts into it, but we could go ahead and give it a shot. And as you see, it still works. So that's really good to have. And we can go back if we didn't like our detail. And then we can actually see all of our measurements in case you wanted to write them down. So that's good. And we got our segments, and I'll show you all of your segments where you added a curve, what that is, what its diameter is, in case you want to make a blueprint. So thank you for tuning in for now. This has been fun showing off Alchemy360. I hope you like it. Follow me on YouTube at BossPoses and Facebook.com, and I'll be posting more videos with some updates soon. Thank you very much. Have yourselves a good day.